For millennia, there were stories of ancient sea monsters, long tentacles, big eyes, the kraken. Rumors say that these gigantic sea monsters strike from the depths, break masts, swallow sailors wholly, and drag the whole ship down to the abyss. Even worse, some claim that they grow only larger as it gets deeper. Or is it? There is quite a fantasy on the deep sea and monstrous calamari creatures. However, the real-world kraken is not some gigantic monster. They are just one of those countless lives in this world, trying to find a way by their own means. Of course, these stories and myths are fascinating indeed. None other than I myself enjoyed in childhood, accompanied by shipwrecking sea monsters. What I want to say is that the real-life big squid is as fascinating as the legend of the kraken. Unfortunately, some people use exaggerated or arbitrary measurements to depict these creatures whose intention is presumed to blend fantasy with the real world. This may bring more attention, but spread misinformation along the way. Then what should we know about squid regarding its size? Squid can be measured in length and mass. Length is the more exaggerated measurement out of the two. Squid can be split into 3 segments: mantle, head, and arm. The head's influence on a squid's length is insignificant, so we're going to disregard it. Most of the squids have a chitin structure called gladius inside the dorsal part of the mantle, so the mantle part is less likely to deform. However, their arm part is prone to getting stretched as it possesses no such structure. Their feeding tentacle is particularly more vulnerable to stretching. Usually, these feeding tentacles are retracted, covered with arms, and shoot out only for hunting prey. But when the squid dies, its muscles lose their grip, so feeding tentacles get stretched. Things get more severe when people pull a squid's body to measure its length. That's how we get a size of 15, 18, or even 20 meters. This length is used arbitrarily to describe the length of a giant squid, thus creates an elusive image of a gigantic sea monster. It's like measuring the size of a camelon, including the full length of a stretched tongue, and take this figure as the size of a camelon in its natural state. It's not right. That's why it's more accurate to use mantle length, or ml, when grasping the size of a squid, as it's the more secure body part of a squid. To describe the total length of a squid in its natural state, it is more reasonable to use standard length, or SL, excluding length of tentacles, or just use mass. Errors can occur, but it's not as severe as the length of the squid. Now let's revisit some of the large-sized squid species for more accurate understanding of their size. Giant squid, or Architeuthis dux, well-known original giant of the sea. Its estimated maximum mantle length is about 2.25 meters, and standard length is about 5 meters. Its estimated maximum weight is 275 kilograms for females and 150 kilograms for males. Colossal squid, or Mesonicoteuthis hamiltoni, usually being promoted as the bigger one. Its estimated maximum mantle length is about 4 meters, and standard length is about 10 meters, though that's rather ambiguous. A countable measurement reads 2.5 meters in mantle length and 4.2 meters in standard length. Its estimated maximum weight is around 500 kilograms. Cockatoo squid, or Galiteuthis philura, giant transparent squid with party hat. Its estimated maximum mantle length is about 2.75 meters. Though there isn't an accountable standard length of this squid, it might reach a length of 3.5 meters. Personally, it sounds very strange as it doesn't look like much of a giant. Maybe it has something to do with proportion, given its huge ridge around an eye. Robust clubhook squid, or Onychia robusta. Its estimated maximum mantle length is about 2 meters. Though there isn't an accountable standard length of this squid, It might reach a length of 3 meters as its arms are short compared to its mantle. Its estimated maximum weight is around 50 kilograms. It is a huge squid, dwarfed only by few large squid species. Dana octopus squid, or Taningia danae. Swimming rhombus. Its estimated maximum mantle length is about 1.7 meters. Though there isn't an accountable standard length of this squid, it's likely that it would reach a length of 2 meters as it has stubby arms. It lacks feeding tentacles and possesses 2 lemon-sized photophores. Humboldt squid, or Dositicus gigas. Its estimated maximum mantle length is about 1.5 meters and standard length is about 2 meters. It is big, but not as rare as other gigantic squids. Actually, it is so common that it's commercialized as a food source. Giant warty squid, or Moriteuthopsis longimana. Its estimated maximum mantle length is about 1.15 meters. Though there isn't an accountable standard length of this squid, it might reach a length of 2 meters. That's all for today. Next time we will talk about some more detail about these giant squids. Until then, take care.